7條就問啦，頭先我哋喺第6條所獲得嘅光合作用嘅速度咧，係低過真正嘅光合作用嘅速度嘅。咁佢就下面問我哋啦，邊個咧就最似係個原因啦？咁啊4個原因咧，highlight少少重點先。A 咧係有關於呼吸作用嘅 ，B 係有關於蒸騰作用嘅 ，C 係有關於個氣温啦，而 D 咧就有關於個氣壓嘅。咁所以成條題目究竟問緊我哋啲咩嘢咧？咁啊簡單數字演繹啦。而家我哋喺第6條獲得嘅數據咧，呢棵植物嘅光合作用速度咧就以釋出氧氣啊作為一個指標，就係釋出咗0.6個 ml 嘅氧氣啦per hour 啦，咁啊有個咁嘅數字嘅。但係佢話真正嘅速度咧係比呢個數字為之高，咁即係高過0.6 ml oxygen per hour 啦。咁我當嘅咋嚇，咁啊例如啦0.9 ml 啦。咁我哋就諗下啦，真正嘅數字就0.9 ml， 但係而家得0.6 ml， 咁當中啦嗰0.3個 ml 嘅氧氣去咗邊度咧？咁如果根據呢個邏輯嘅話咧，我哋就要去理解下成條題目考緊我哋啲咩啦。第一個考我哋嘅邏輯咧就係，咁一棵植物啦，當然啦喺日光白嘅時候就梗係會做呢個 photosynthesis 光合作用啦。但係一棵植物咧，其實佢無論喺朝早定係夜晚，都係會做呼吸作用噶嘛，因為佢仍然係生存緊啊嘛。咁真正嘅光合作用究竟係講緊啲咩嘢咧？其實啦就要睇翻呢2條 equation 啦。咁啊上面嗰條咧光合作用，下面嗰條咧就呼吸作用。咁光合作用咧就會產生氧氣，而呼吸作用就會利用咗啲氧氣。咁其實成件事個故事就通晒啦。因為而家棵植物所釋出嘅0.6 ml 咧係一個 net release， 咁呢個就關乎於我哋第2個 concept 啦。所謂嘅 net release 正向釋出咧，就係當我哋如果比較咗光合作用嘅速度同埋比較呼吸作用嘅速度，如果而家係好猛太陽嘅話啦，呼吸作用就會快過我哋嘅呼吸作用啦。咁所以喺過程底下咧，產生氧氣嘅速度咧就會快過用氧氣。例如啦，產生咗咧0.9個 ml 嘅氧氣，咁但係如果棵植物只係用咗0.3個 ml 嘅氧氣嘅話咧，咁即係話到頭來我呢個 net release 咧就會係0.6個 ml。嗱，正其實我都係頭先作啲數字咁樣作出嚟嘅啫。咁但係你會發現啦，咦，即係話一棵植物佢原先整咗啲氧氣，唔係全部放晒出嚟嘅喎。原來有一部分係自己扣留咗攞嚟做呼吸作用嘅喎，先會到頭來啦。如果真係咁光猛 photosynthesis 快過 respiration， 咁先有個靜嘅釋出喎。咁所以啦，如果真係睇答案嘅話咧，其實已經知道咗咧，答案咧就係 A 㗎啦。因為棵植物咧喺呢個實驗嘅過程當中都會做緊呼吸作用。去到 B 啦，佢又講蒸騰作用。蒸騰作用係講咩啊？係講失水嘅啫嘛。既然佢淨係講 water loss 嘅話啦，關個氧氣咩事咧？咁所以啦就唔關事啦。跟住到 C 啦，就話你氣温咧就有機會因為增加咗咧，所以搞到個實驗唔準。佢其實似係一個 error， 一個誤差咧，多過係一個解釋俾我哋聽。原來呢啲氧氣啊就跟住就俾人扣留咗啊。就當氣温增加咗係真正原因，咁但係其實呼吸作用同埋光合作用，由於氣温增加應該一齊上升㗎嘛，要升咪一齊升咯。但係真正嘅光合作用嘅速度仍然係會大過我哋喺第6條所得嘅數字嘅。而 option D 咧，佢就話大氣壓力咧喺成個實驗嘅過程當中咧係有機會跌咗。咁但係其實如果跌咗嘅話咧，你望一望翻個實驗啊，如果大氣壓力係跌咗的話啦，咁即係話呢度撳住啲水嘅力度咧係少咗嘅。咁所以到頭來咧，其實喺個 jar 入面咧，要有個大啲嘅壓力撳低啲水咧，係會將啲水位咧撳得更加低啊！即係話得出嘅數據咧就唔會係0.6 ml， 可能係0.7甚至0.8。咁究竟係咪會再低咗咧？其實係有機會高過我哋真正嘅光合作用嘅速度添。咁所以啦 D 咧都係錯嘅。So let's talk about question 7. It's talking about the rate obtained in question 6 was lower than the actual rate of photosynthesis of the plant. So which of the following is the most probable reason for this? So let's take a look at the options A, B, C, D. So option A is talking about the respiration. Option B is talking about the transpiration. Option C is talking about the air temperature, and then option D is talking about the atmospheric pressure. So the rate of photosynthesis obtained in the question 6 is 0.6 ml oxygen per hour. So we use the oxygen production as the indicator for the rate of photosynthesis. And the actual rate of photosynthesis is given that is higher than the rate obtained in the question 6. So it should be greater than the 0.6 ml oxygen per hour. So for example, I make it 0.9 ml. So that's why, where does the oxygen go? What does it mean? It means that the plant, it can really produce 0.9 ml oxygen. But now, what we can obtain only the 0.6 ml. So that's why, where does this 0.3 ml oxygen go? So that's why it goes to the first concept we are checking in this question. So it's talking about the living plant can carry out respiration at daytime and night. However, the plants can only carry out photosynthesis at daytime. So that's why for these two equation, we can take a look here, photosynthesis and respiration. So for the oxygen produced by the photosynthesis, it can be consumed by the plant itself for the respiration. So that's why it moves on to the concept number 2. So what we need to do is to compare the rate of photosynthesis and the rate of respiration. So if it is a sunny day, high light intensity, so the rate of photosynthesis is higher than the rate of respiration. So that's why we can conclude that the oxygen production rate should be higher than the oxygen consumption by the respiration, right? So that's why there should be a net release of oxygen. So for example, in a sunny day, the plant can produce 0.9 ml oxygen. And then the plant itself, it always constantly use 0.3 ml oxygen for the respiration. So that's why there will be a net release of oxygen 0.6 ml. So that's why we use this calculation. We shall know that the answer should be option A. The plant also carry out respiration and that it will consume some oxygen. So that's why the data we can collect in the experiment will be the net release of oxygen. And then for option B is talking about transpiration, but transpiration is talking about the water loss. So that's why B is wrong. And for option C, the air temperature might have increased during the study actually is like a error rather than a reason to explain that the difference between the respiration and the photosynthetic rate. And for option D, the atmospheric pressure may have decreased during the study. So if this statement were correct, so we would see that the water level will drop more and more. It's due to the lower pressure pressed on the water level here. So that's why any pressure change in the jar will press the water level lower and lower. So we may get 0.7, 0.8 or even 0.9 ml. So that's why the data, what we get in question 6 should be higher. But now that's not the case. So that's why D is also wrong.